All right, another live lecture talking about the axial and appendicular skeleton. As you may know already, the axial. All right, so that's in yellow. So the axial basically is going to deal with the skull, the vertebrae, the sternum, ribs, sacrum, and the hyoid. All right. Whereas the appendicular, that's going to be in blue. So we see that actually in blue. So this is the appendicular. All right, kind of more so the periphery, the pelvis, the legs, and again, whereas the axial, pretty much the head, the ribs, the vertebrae, coccyx, sacrum. All right, so the axial and the appendicular. The axial, actually, that consists of 80 bones. All right, talked about the general areas again, vertebrae and the head. All right, so the axial skeleton. All right. Basically, with the vertebral column, um, cervical, thoracic, lumbar. All right. So you have the cervical. All right. So again, these are the vertebrae here. All right. Very important. All right. Vertebrae, of course, to protect the spinal column. All right. So the cervical, that is actually the portion that's like right at the base of the head, brainstem, to almost like the shoulder area. And then we have the thoracic, all right? And then, so that you have like the T1, the T2, and that's through this area. Lumbar, of course, you might hear that in terms of, in association with chairs and all that stuff, right? The lumbar section of a chair or a seat in an automobile, and sacral curve. All right, so again, the cervical. All right, so just kind of showing this again. Cervical, that's the uppermost portion. Thoracic, all right, and then the lumbar. All right, so cervical again, uppermost portion. Then you got the lumbar, blue area. All right, I'm sorry, the thoracic, the blue area, and the lumbar. And which these are going to be larger because they're going to be carrying a larger weight of the body, the lumbar. And again, the sacrum and the coccyx. And as you see here, in these openings, that's where the spinal cord is actually going through. All right. So you have the thoracic. So that's going to go from T1 to T12. All right. The cervical in the previous, that's from 1 to 7. Didn't mention it there. But thoracic, T1 to T12. The main function of the thoracic spine is to hold up the rib cage, protect the heart and the lungs. So again, this is the thoracic area. Lumbar, L1 to L5. So again, there are 5. There will be 5 different vertebrae or anything, for that. The lumbar are larger and heavier because, they're holding up other regions of the body. So lumbar. Now let's talk about the ribs real quick. This is the sternum. And this is kind of important because that's how we're going to actually use as a reference point in terms of what are known as true ribs, false ribs, and floating ribs. All right. The true ribs actually, these guys, right? True ribs, these ribs actually like the 1 through 7, even though through a cartilage, they attach to the sternum. All right, so these would be true. So that bruise of cartilage, but they attach to the sternum. False ribs, go through here, they touch the cartilage, that attaches the cartilage, that eventually attaches to the sternum. That's false ribs. And then the floating ribs, they're kind of like in the back. They do not come around to the front to protect the front area. So we call those floating ribs. And there's only 2 of them. All right, false rib, always floating ribs. So again, true ribs, ribs 1 through 7. So as you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We said that this attaches directly, well, yeah, again, through the cartilage or anything, but directly through to the sternum. So those are true ribs. That's what we call them true ribs. False ribs, 8, 9, 10. They don't connect directly to the sternum, but you're coming through here, connecting to this sternum cartilage structure, and then to the sternum. So that's what we call them false ribs. And then the floating rib, 11. So 11 and 12. Okay, and they're not attached in the front. All right, and then this is the higher bone, floating bone between the chin and the neck above. That's going to be a little bit further up there. All right, stop here. So that's about it. Thank you.